Good morning and happy Saturday in the seaport of Aqaba. So it's about 7 a.m. Ali doesn't want to leave the hotel until about 10, so I thought I'd come for a walk back down by the Corniche. And if you can see behind me, you've got the Israeli city of Eilat, that white buildings over there. You can see a lot clearer this morning. If we go a little further down this way, those cliff tops, those cliffs over there behind me is actually Egypt. So you can see it a lot clearer today. Everybody's started down here early because it's still a day off. Saturday and Sunday are the weekend here. Friday and Saturday are the weekend here because Friday's the holy day. So people have actually come from probably Amman for a weekend by the beach. So I'll keep exploring. The castle's supposed to be open at about 8 o'clock, so hopefully I'll get in there. So it's a very beautiful 16 degrees this morning, and I think I'm the only one that isn't wearing a full covering. But there's kids out in the water already enjoying the water, and the sunshine is going to get pretty hot over the day. So I'll continue walking up the beach till I get to the castle and just experience the locals at their doing what they do best on the weekend. One of the suggestions that Talal had when he knew that I was coming here, that I should go on a glass bottom boat that takes you out into the Red Sea and you can actually see the aquatic life. But just through situation and circumstance, we just haven't had enough time to be able to do it, and we're going to head off to Wadi Rum today. So another phrase that I've been putting into my vocabulary is, I'll put that on the list till next time, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Some of the boats look a little bit more seaworthy than others, but that just adds to the adventure and the flavour of the whole experience. So maybe the title of today is, I'll put that on the list for next time. Once again, happy Saturday. I'm sitting here in a balmy 16 degrees on the Corniche at Aqaba. And it's a pretty surreal experience. I'm sitting here in the shade of a flagpole, and I'll turn the camera around to see if you can actually see the height of this thing. There's no flag on it, but not sure if you can see the man near the base of it, just to give you that representation of how massive that structure is. Good morning again and happy Saturday. I'm sitting here in a balmy 16 degrees on the Corniche at Aqaba. I'm sitting in the shade of a massive flagpole. There's no flag on it at the moment, but I'll just... Good morning again and happy Saturday. I am sitting here in a balmy 16 degrees on the Corniche in Aqaba. I'm actually sitting in the shade of a huge flagpole because the sun's starting to get a bit bright. So I'll turn the camera around to see if you can actually see it. So I'm just sitting here waiting for the museum to open, the Aqaba Castle, the Memlak Fort, and there's also an archaeological museum in that space as well. So I'm wondering if my Jordan pass will get me into that for free or whether I'll need to pay a little bit extra. So I'm sitting here in front of the glass bottom boats. It's a surreal experience. I'm actually sitting here also waiting for my friend from Iran to call. He's been messaging this morning, but he's just a little bit busy, so I'm kind of hoping that... Well, I was waiting patiently for an exceptionally long period, and the castle doesn't seem to be coming alive at all, so I'll actually probably head back to the hotel now. I got chatting to an Australian bloke who lived in Perth for 30 years, but married a woman from the US and moved over there, and works for Universal Studios, and had worked for Disney for a long time. So here I am at the only seaport in Jordan, talking cruises with an Australian. Every day is an adventure. So I'll cruise back to the hotel. He says that he's heading to Wadi Rum with his group of 12 and heading to Petra, so I might run into him again. We're all on the same tourist circuit now that I'm back at the more well-known sites and activities. So I'm walking here on the Corniche at Aqaba, and wanted to find something to eat for breakfast, and couldn't specifically find anything, and Ali is always saying about not trusting the food that you buy from the street vendors, so I decided I'd buy some processed food for breakfast this morning to break my fast. I'll give these a go. So this is my snack breakfast on the Corniche at Aqaba, and this one here, this chocolate, is a bit of a orangey flavoured wafer biscuit, and this coconut gaufrette is a wafer with some coconuts, really quite nice, and my almost room temperature orange juice in a Tetra pack. Interesting taste sensations. Everything is a bit of a new adventure every day. So heading back to my hotel after a little wander this morning down to the waterfront. And it's one of those situations where I wouldn't know that there was a hotel here. Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Welcome to see my shop.
Thank you, I appreciate that. You would not know that there was a hotel here. So on the lower level there's shops and tourist activities. On the upper level or the middle level there's this hotel, which is called The Weekend. And then there's other businesses higher up, different activities like the dive shop and those type of things. So I suspect it's on one that I'm going. If I wasn't with a local, I'd be exceptionally lost and nervous, and I wouldn't have gone to half of the souk yesterday. So I wouldn't have had that experience of buying the wallet. Well, it wasn't on that floor. Let's try the next one. And having the experience of buying a shirt. Let's try the next level. I should pay attention next time. This is looking a little bit more familiar. The signage to the hotel, the signage to a Hajj to Mecca, and I'll cruise and I'll grab my key.